Hello, we are Sornia. A pleasure to be here to give you some guidance, give you some updates on what's going on in your world, because you've got some interesting events, you could say, going on in your world. And we want to chat a little bit about this, not to create more confusion, but to give you hopefully some insight, some clarity as to the overall worldwide effects that are happening that are beyond your line of vision, but your intuitive line of vision will be experiencing this. Many of you have been noticing that there are, you've been calling them glitches in the matrix. You've been noticing these anomalies. Some of you are noticing what you call the Mandela Effect. You've been noticing that your reality, what you call your reality, that third D earthly reality, is shifting, and sometimes can shift within a short period of time, within a day. And we wanted to talk a little bit about this because it is not something that is natural, that is a natural outcome of something that was created by spirit or through spirit in order to help humanity move forward. This is actually another tactic, if you will, by those that have less, they don't have the best intentions for humanity, and they want to control humanity. So what's happened is there are various machines. So when I say they, I mean those that are working for the betterment of themselves using dark energy, okay? Using the darkness to create they create their machines, they create the energetic forces that have kept humanity under control. There's a lot that they have controlled. They're losing their power. This force is weakening and losing its ability to influence little by little because humanity is waking up. So we want to reassure you, we're able to tell you and share what we are able to share right now with you because it won't frighten or hopefully not confuse. If it does, please ask for clarity, but won't frighten and confuse those of you that are on this spiritual journey, and also those who are just awakening to it. So basically, these, we're going to call them timelines. Your timelines that all of you are experiencing, these parallel existences, okay? These timelines are being once again manipulated by outside forces. So what's happening is a lot of you are noticing different, what you call the Mandela Effect or glitches in the matrix. This has been going on for a few months now, but it will be continuing moving forward because of the activities by those that are expressing this dark force through their actions. They are the ones that have created the machines that have caused the whole understanding. Well, maybe it's not understanding, but you're perceiving it as understanding. What's happened is that their intentions to delve deeper into the understanding. So these individuals that are working with the dark want to know, to get to how they can ultimately control everything, right? Everything that is controlled by Source, God, Creator, okay? That's what that force wants, to take over and take over everything. And its focus has been on many areas in the cosmos, many different places, but you are experiencing the human reality of these events. So they've created their different machines and their different devices that have altered the perception of reality, and they have altered what you understand as time. And these machines and these different devices that they have also are capable of what you might call mind control and manipulating emotional control. Okay. So this has been going on since forever. But the thing is that power went to their heads. Think of it in that way. They're out of control. These individuals, they are drunk on power, if you will, and have accelerated they've accelerated these false events or false experiences with their different devices to create a difficulty on your part of understanding where you are, okay? What we call timelines. This is a difficult thing for us to explain with your human language, so stay open with your hearts to understand this, and we'll have to probably go through this in different segments. But the results of their actions with these different devices and such has caused this. It's an automatic, like a tsunami of timeline shifts. So in a day, what you call a 24-hour period, you as a human being are experiencing sometimes 3, 4, 5 different timeline shifts. That's why there are so many individuals feeling really like, where do I belong? What's going on? Things don't seem right. They don't seem like they're real. And they're very subtle differences. So it can manifest in so many different ways, but you may start off feeling a certain way when you wake up in the morning, and an hour later you're in a different state of being and feeling in a different mood. And then throughout the day, there might be these highs and lows, and people, their behaviors are becoming unpredictable. People that are close to you, maybe even your own behavior is becoming unpredictable for you, or your feelings. And you might say to yourself, what do you mean there's that much of control? And again, it's not that they have total control over you. It's that you are learning to understand how this control works, how this has all been created, and therefore it's being exposed to the light. So especially the timeline shifts and the mind control. So that's the big ones. So many of you are waking up to how you have been manipulated and controlled through the different processes available for that mind control. Propaganda in so many ways, in subtle ways. It's being exposed, and you're all looking at this, and this is why we are sharing this with you and looking at it and saying, wait a minute, what's going on here? So if you're finding yourselves with increased Mandela effects or glitches in the matrix, this is due to the behavior on the parts of those that are looking to control humanity and have control over everything, them flipping switches and turning dials and amping up their different devices that wish to keep humanity stuck. Now, what about that? So do you feel like you are stuck? Most of you are probably saying, well, no, I feel like I think for myself. And you do, but there's still parts of you that get manipulated through, the different things, but you're becoming aware of it, becoming very aware of it. So those that are understanding this, go through this process, understanding that your reality in a day can change. Your perception of your reality can change through your moods, through your emotional state, through certain events. And it looks like what's going on here. And ultimately, these are all those glitches that are coming through with these timelines. Essentially, your soul is experiencing all your timelines in a day sometimes. So some of you are only in 2 or 3 additional timelines. You've taken care of the other ones that you've dissolved and integrated into your essence, right? Some of you are in multiple timelines that are influencing you. What is the difficult part here is that those of you who have dissolved these timelines that were more difficult or whatever, the memories of those are coming back. So even though you've dissolved those timelines and managed the energies from those timelines from your perspective as an individual soul, they're still coming, those timelines, you're still going through them as if you were experiencing them again. The thing is that you are saying to yourselves, this doesn't make sense. I don't feel right about this. What's with these glitches? That's because it is a false timeline. Okay, it's not true. So you might be saying, as we're saying this stuff, first of all, Sornia, you're confusing us, and that's very likely. Hopefully not too much. We want you to sit with this and ponder this. But the other thing is you're probably saying, well, what can we do about this? We're telling you this so that you can go through this with an awareness. Keep your awareness in the highest vibration and frequency that you are capable of attaining. So when you're noticing these glitches, again, bring your awareness to the self within and amp that up. Bring that into a stronger force through you and ask, show me the truth. And those false timelines that you have taken care of, they don't have anything to do with you. When you ask to be shown truth, what is truth? Show me truth. They will slip away. What is not for you to understand, because it is of a false in nature and it's fabricated in order to confuse you, that will dissolve away, and you can have that clarity of vision both from your heart and from your eyes. So go through this. Be the observer. We know about this because of the observations that you have all made with us, so that we get back this information. So little by little, we have been able to put the puzzle pieces together and have this understanding of the depth of, let's say, depravity that these individuals are willing to go to in order to, fool mankind and keep mankind entrapped. The interesting thing is it's not working as well as they would like, or that force would like. So you can expect things to, again, be amplified, to increase, just because that, in fact, okay, so when things increase and they seem darker and they seem like more lost and dark, know that things are being exposed to the light. And this is done through all of you, holding that. Remember the mind manipulation? You want to be aware of that. Ask for truth. When you ask for truth, you will get truth, and you don't have to worry about the mind manipulation affecting you. It's that simple. It's just that simple. So keep that in your hearts. Remember, the heart is where you are thinking from first, and then the brain. So keep that in your hearts. Show me truth. I only see truth. I only experience truth, however you want to say it, so that you can ride through this time period, which we don't know when it'll end, when they've exhausted all of their possibilities. Then you can come through this with the ultimate knowledge of what you have learned, okay? And what you are doing to free all of humanity. So things are working really, really well. You may not always see it, but you may feel it. We just want you to be aware of what's going on with the timelines and the mind manipulation and all of that, so you are able to go through the experience with greater peace and comfort for yourselves. On that note, we would like to tell you that all is looking very, very good. We're really making progress, all of us. We're very grateful to all of you as always. That is all for now. We are Sornia. Goodbye.